Welcome in, guys, into my NFL Week 15 recap. Start off with the Thursday night game. We had the Falcons traveling to the Buccaneers, and I actually fucked up here with the picks. I was going to go for the Buccaneers, and I shouldn't have done that because it was a mistake here. But Devin Colpert, Chris Godwin got 2 touchdowns in this game. Bijan Robinson was fantastic, and Kyle Pitts. And ultimately, it was a late field goal by the Falcons to get the job done here on Thursday night, 29-28. Kyle Pitts has 3 touchdowns in this game. Kirk Cousins 3 for 30 out of 44 throws, 3 touchdowns, 373 passing yards. Not a bad day, but it kind of sucks because on the picks I was going for I went for the Buccaneers, which is stupid by me. Anyway, switch up to the early Sunday games. We had the Raiders got completely destroyed by the Eagles at home. Gohart got 2 touchdowns in this game, and Saquon Barkley got in on the action to make it 0-31. And again, the Raiders are now 2-12. So great experience for Pete Carroll, but the Eagles are still in contention right now as it comes to the playoffs. Switching on to the AFC West here, with the Chargers traveling to Arrowhead to face the Chiefs, and the Chargers did a good job here, got the job done. Keandre Lambert-Smith got in on the action to get the job done to make it 18-13, and the Chargers have won. The Chargers have beaten the Chiefs. That meaning that the Chiefs can no longer compete for a playoff place. And that's the first time since Patrick Mahomes has been the quarterback in Kansas City that they haven't reached a playoff position. And it was the first time that I saw a weird stat this is the first season since 1998 that Peyton Manning hasn't been part of a playoff team, that Mahomes hasn't been part of a playoff, and neither has Tom Brady. It's crazy. That's a crazy stat. And to make things worse for the Chiefs, they're out. Patrick Mahomes is out with a torn ACL for the rest of the year, so it's just not looking good for the Chiefs right now. They've lost the AFC West Championship, and Mahomes goes down with injury. Hope he gets better soon. Going to the moving on to the Browns. We had the Browns travel to the Bears here. Pretty decent game here. Pretty impressive game here for the Bears. DJ Moore had 2 rushing touchdowns here, and a field goal to get the job done for the Bears at home, 31-3 at Soldier Field. So a good win for Caleb Williams and the Bears. Switching on to the Commanders, traveling to the Giants. Commanders got the job done, 29-21. Jalen Lane got on in the action. You got Tyron Tracy and Wandale Moore try to recover, but ultimately didn't matter because the Commanders got the job done here, 29-21. We had the Jets traveling to Duval. Good win again at home here for the Jags, winning 48-20. A complete shootout here. You had Etienne, you had Mitchell, Thomas, among other people that were gaining on the action, and it was a good win for Jacksonville in the AFC West. Switching on to the AFC East here, with the Bills traveling to the Bills traveling to the Patriots. I kind of fucked up here, said the Patriots were going to win here, but the Bills got the job done here. James Cook, Trayvon Henderson got 2 touchdowns. Dawson Knox got 2 touchdowns, and the Bills really showed a great performance in the AFC East here, winning 35-31 at Foxborough. Then we had the Ravens traveling to the Bengals in the battle of the AFC North. It was a complete shutout here from the Ravens, 24-0, and I think it's time now to have that Zach Taylor conversation. Switching on to the Cardinals versus the Texans. Again, it was a good day for the likes of Woody Marks and CJ Stroud, as they defeated the Cardinals 40-20, and it looks like again, it's time to move on for Kyler Murray. Switching on to the late Sunday afternoon game. We had the Lions travel to the Rams at SoFi Stadium. It was Kobe Parkinson and Kyron Williams who got on the action on Sunday to beat the Lions 34 to 41 with a late field goal conversion. I know that Montgomery tried to get us back in the game, but it didn't matter. And you got the Rams, especially looking at the Rams as a Super Bowl contending team, if you didn't think that already. Then we had the Dolphins. Then we had the Dolphins traveling to the Steelers. Steelers did it. Steelers did it. Got a good home win. They're 8-6 now. Ultimately, that doesn't mean shit. Like I said last week, they're going to choke in the playoffs. But good win for Mike Tomlin and the Steelers, though. Then we had the Vikings traveling to the Cowboys. Cowboys get the job. The Vikings get the job done on prime time with 34 to 26. 34 to 26 on prime time, a late field goal from the Vikings. And then we had the Titans traveling to the 49ers, and Brock Purdy and Christian McCaffrey got the job done there. Brock Purdy at 295 passing yards, 29 out of 30 throws, 3 touchdowns. And switching on to then we had the Packers and the Broncos. The Broncos get the job done here at home. Winning 34 to 29. They clinched the AFC West for the first time, so we have finally a new AFC West holder. Bo Nix had 302 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, 23 out of 34 throws. It's a fantastic day for Bo Nix. Then we had the Panthers traveling to the Saints, and I thought here Panthers had a real chance here to really challenge the Buccaneers, but they didn't here, and they let the Saints win 20 to 17. But Saints fucking up their draft decision. Then we have 44-year-old Philip Rivers against the Seahawks. Seahawks win 18 out of 16, and Jonathan Taylor had 16 carries, or 25 carries. Then we go into the winners and losers here. Winners of the week. You gotta go for the Buccaneers. Wrestling the AFC West Championship away from the Chiefs is an amazing feat. Same for the Chargers, getting a great road win against the Chiefs and eliminating them from the playoff contention. And then you look at the Rams. They're looking at the old Rams from 2020, 2021. Really great performance and a great win against the Lions at home. Then you look at the Vikings. They got the job done on Sunday night on prime time. I thought it was great. And then you look at the losers here, the Chiefs. There's something surfacing with the Chiefs here. Mahomes is injured with an torn ACL. They're out of the playoffs now. There's a lot of things brewing in Arrowhead. And then the Patriots. I know they've had a really good season, but they kind of come down to reality at this point and lost to a really good Bills team. And then the Lions. I've said it really in my individual videos. We should have been addressing the linebacking position all season. And again, the defense didn't help us either. And then the Colts here. The Colts kind of fucked themselves over here. Not because, again, it's because Danny Dimes got injured. It's not their fault, not Danny Dimes' fault either. Danny Dimes gets injured. N.T. Richardson isn't playing anymore. And, Riley Leonard, who they drafted this year as a backup to Danny Dimes, is injured as well. So the 44-year-old Philip Rivers is going to fuck up their playoff place. And he looked good in some plays, Philip Rivers, on Sunday, but you could tell that, why the fuck at 44 is he still playing? Be at home with your wife and kids and your grandkids, just chill, man. But, yeah, you look at the Colts, maybe they should have drafted a Shedeur Sanders, and, for backup for Danny Dimes. Maybe your playoff contention will be still in the balance, I don't know, but, you're risking it with Philip Rivers being the starting quarterback.